Great, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, the next question is, what can we do to bring Ayurveda to mainstream clinics? Can more deeper treatments be available at local populations in India?
Yeah, 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 yeah. We have an Ayurveda hospital in Bangalore ashram. More and more people are coming here. They're benefiting the health, improvement in health. We have a Panchakarma center in the ashram, and we have started a few more centers all over India. So slowly that propagation is happening, and propagation will happen when each of these start sustaining themselves. Hmm. So wherever there are Panchakarma centers, if you know people, you send them. When they become sustainable, people benefit, then they will share others, and automatically there'll be demand for more such centers. Okay, so we encourage people to come. You know, when we say 10, when we tell 10 people, one will come. When 10 will come, 9 will benefit. Then they will tell few more people. Hmm. And then that is one way where people personally feel the experience, personally feel the change, improvement. And the other is if you are in the research field or if you know people in research, when they do research in the modern technical way. The one thing about Ayurveda, it has existed for the last thousands of years. And existence and sustaining itself for thousands of years itself is a proof that it works. If it had not worked, then millions of people all over the country would not vouch for it. Isn't it? It would have died its own death. But it still flourished and came down to us through thousands of years. That means what? People benefited from it, no? So that validation with time has happened. Now, with modern methods, that validation also can help.
There's a question in the audience. Is it good to have a pride and ego that we have a guru?
Yeah, sometimes it is good, sometimes it is not good. Nothing can be said with certainty. It depends on which situation and which place. Yes, sometimes both. It can be good, sometimes it may not be good, but it doesn't matter. Just move on. If little pride and ego comes, good. If it doesn't come, also good. Know that whatever comes is God's gift to us. Everything what we experience is prasada. Prasad means what? It is God given to us. So that ego and pride is also God given. That good things in life is also God given. The bad things also in life is God given. So whatever I get in my life is God given, and I keep on doing whatever efforts I can. So let God do what He wants to do, or it or she wants to do, and I continue to do what I need to do.
Great.
So you just be happy and move on.
Yes, Bhaiya, the next question is, what is your opinion on inter-religion marriages in India? Is it okay if I like people from other cultures?
Yeah, it is your personal choice. It is your personal choice. And there is a huge debate happening in India. So my understanding, these are my personal views. First, it is personal choice. And yet, if there is some deceit which is happening for this to happen, then that is not right. Hiding one's religion or doing all these things, then it is not right. You put everything on the table and then decide. If the girl and boy agree, then no problem. Go ahead. But not with deceit, not with with the intention of malice.
Great. Here, there's a next question is Gurudev in recent talk mentioned two types of people, one who respects elders and one who respects this all-pervading being in everyone, divinity. Which one should I be? I feel I'm comfortable with the one, but due to circumstances, I have to choose the former.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Naturally, sometimes this comes, sometimes that comes. And just be natural. When we say I should be like this and I should be like that, then that is a sign of ego also. Because ego is not comfortable with whatever is there right now. Okay? So just relax. Be naturally whatever. If you're angry, that is also fine. If you're peaceful, that is also fine. If you're lethargic, that is also fine. If you're restless, that is also fine. If you're dynamic, that is also fine. That if you're lazy also, that is also fine. All this come and go, and being in sync with whatever is happening and giving 100% is what a real life is, isn't it? This should be there and this should not be there, and how I should be and how I should not be there. Then you cannot be in the present moment. You're already creating something for the future, something for the past, right, wrong. Then how will the mind be calm and peaceful? Things will change only when our mind is calm and peaceful. First, calm down, then our perception becomes better, our observations become better, and automatically the expression will also become better.
Great, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, the next question is most of Europe will be under lockdown during Christmas. How do we celebrate with our family under the given situation?
Yeah, nobody's stopping you from celebration. No, be home, celebrate, enjoy. People celebrated Navratri in India that way. Many people remained home and celebrated Diwali also, and there were few festivals before that also. In Maharashtra, there is a festival called Ganpati Festival. That was the time Corona was peaking all over India, and many people remained indoors. They did their own private celebrations. They didn't publicly celebrate. A little bit discipline, little bit self-control, all that is required.
Okay. Yeah, the last question that I have is do you have tips on digestion for people with Vata imbalance?
Yeah, eat light food first. Heavy to digest food creates vata. And it's just not digestion, it's all our lifestyle also. If you're not eating on time, if you're not sleeping on time, if you're traveling too much, all that aggravates the vata, and then it creates indigestion. And that indigestion also aggravates vata further. So there are many aspects. Calm down first. Don't be too much restless. Don't run around too much. Okay. And then have foods which like light foods, easy to digest food. Do little more sadhana. When we do sadhana, the mind calms down. When the mind is calmer, automatically the vata comes down. There are various aspects. Eat on time, sleep on time, put some discipline in your life. All that will help reduce vata. Yeah, and that will help improve digestion.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
So we are done.
Yes, Bhaiya, that's all the questions we have this week.
Okay. Good. It was wonderful. You asking so many questions. And we have crossed up, I think, 26 or 27 episodes of Keeping It Simple. It
30,
is
Bhaiya.
all because of 30. Wow.
30.
So 30 episodes means almost 7 to 8 months.
Mm.
And it is all the support of all the people who are listening to this. And please continue supporting us. Please continue asking questions and keep on visiting us, watching this, sharing it with people. And it is just a different perspective to everyday situations we face in life. It may appeal to you, it may not appeal to you, but you always have an alternate view. So wish you all the best and hope to connect with you next week. Till then, take care and goodbye. Next week will be Christmas. Just after Christmas, so wish you a Merry Christmas and see you soon. Bye. Jai Gurudev.